Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Lynn and this is my Echo Park haul. So recently they had a warehouse sale and I wasn't aware ever that they did these. And maybe I don't know if they've done them in the past or not, but it's a fantastic opportunity to pick up papers, not just the papers, but they also have stamps and dies, ephemera, all sorts. And so I took it as an opportunity to get some Christmas papers because I like to make advent calendars to give out during the holidays, and I always find that I'm a little bit precious with the pattern paper, and I think that if I used the pattern paper a little bit more generously, maybe not that my advent calendars in the past have not looked good, but usually I'll use like a solid color and then I'll just where maybe the front visible portion of the advent box is shown, I'll just cut out that smallest little square of pattern paper and really try to conserve. But I feel like, getting these at such a great price, I won't really feel the need to be that tight with them. So this first one is Christmas Delivery. It's by Cartabella. 12 by 12, and it is I thought that these said the paperweight, but I guess not. This was originally released in 2016, so slightly older, but Christmas, it's kind of evergreen. So I don't think well, I think in general designs don't go bad per se. So whether it's an old paper pad or not, if you love it, then I think that's all that matters. But you get 12 sheets. And so let me go ahead and flip through these. It's a nice textured paper, and this one has some cut apart designs on the one side, and then this sort of all over pattern with words on the back. Really, really nice. Oh, and this one's almost a solid. And that was the other thing that I was looking for as I was making my paper selections. I was looking to find paper pads that, even if it was Christmas theme, that it had some general purpose patterns or designs so that I could maybe pull those out and save them for other non-Christmas projects. This one's a really nice pattern because you can do some fussy cutting to use these as individual elements, or use it as a all over pattern. But then look at this. This is houndstooth, right? This design, but this would be great for any occasion. Doesn't have to be Christmas. And then that's snowflake, and again, this is a nice general pattern. Here's some cut aparts. I guess these are 3x4s. On the back, very, very general purpose. This is another one. Beautiful plaid. Yeah, so this is definitely one that I can kind of pull out if I don't want to use it for Christmas. I can definitely use that for throughout the year. I mean, some are going to be very winter, very Christmas, but others, like this, very generic. And that one does say Christmas. This is kind of nice. There's another plaid. And this is kind of cool. It's just got a lot of border designs. It's really nice. And a nice all-over print. So that is the papers, and this is just a nice wood grain. And then with all of these collection kits, you get a 12 by 12 sticker sheet as well. So lots of similar designs. And then the bottom section here, there's even some alphabet stickers. So that's pretty cool. So that is Christmas delivery. Then I have Christmas. I guess it's just Christmas. This is from 2018. Also Cartabella. So some of the papers are Cartabella, and then some are Echo Park. And these were with the quantity that I purchased, these came out to $5.50 per pack here, which is a fantastic deal because they're normally $15. And Christmas, I feel like, you know, even if the paper pad was originally released, 5-6 years ago, it's gonna be relevant every year, so it's not like they have to discount it to sell it. I think there's always going to be a market for these papers, and so it's great to get them at this price. It's basically 70% off or so. Here's another one of the border designs. And I do like, because I've gotten Cartabella paper pads and Echo Park paper pads before, I do like that their patterns are more of an all over repeating pattern as opposed to a like a full-on scene, which would be great for like a scrapbook layout or maybe like a mini album cover. But these are nice prints, which I can use when I make my advent boxes, and so I feel like for what I want to use it for, these are actually very, very ideal. And the weight of them is really nice too. So especially for there are some advent calendar box designs where the way that it's folded, it's going to have a nice weight to it even if you use a thinner paper. And then there are other boxes I've experimented with where having a nice thicker paper really, really does benefit that design more and makes it more sturdy and a little bit longer lasting. Although I don't expect anyone to keep my advent calendars after the year's over or after the month is over. I figure it's just kind of a one and done, not the sort of thing that you would treasure as like a keepsake or a something that you would pass down or anything like that. So this one is A Cozy Christmas, and this one is by Echo Park. But it's gonna be the same in the sense that there's gonna be 12 double-sided sheets and then the 12 by 12 sticker pad. Now the difference is these papers are not textured. The Cartabella ones are textured, and these feel a little bit lighter weight. Still a nice weight. If I had to guess, I would maybe put this one maybe at 60-70 pound, and I would put the Cartabella ones at 80 or 90. That's just a guess. I don't know if it says anywhere the paper weights on these. And if you're curious, this one was released in 2019. And you can see I actually chose these first ones that I'm showing. I chose the more traditional, almost vintagey Christmas colors. They're a little bit darker. They're not the bright Christmas colors. They're more they're a little bit more muted, a little bit more like saturated and dark. So, and that's just a nice general wood grain. So this is one where I might save to use the wood grain side. But that way, a lot of these I feel can mix and match even between the various paper pads, because some of the colors are very, very close. So that's a nice border design. This one's really nice too. So a good variety of papers, of designs, small patterns, large patterns, patterns with prints, borders, cut aparts. So really, really nice selection here. And I love that some of them I'm going to be able to kind of use outside of Christmas, because yes, this is a lot of Christmas papers, and I'm anticipating this will last me a good few years. Yeah, I'm not going to use them all this year, I'm sure of it. But it's nice to have a good stock and to get it at a nice price, and that way as I go to do my Christmas crafting, I can feel like I've got plenty of paper. I don't need to be stingy with them. And this one I thought was kind of cute. This is Hello Christmas by Cartabella. You've got some really cute characters, Santa and Mrs. Claus, little bunny, penguins, super cute. And then a really nice plaid, some cut aparts here, really nice. And this is a floral. Pattern's really, really subtle, but this can be used all year long. And some of these are kind of winter, but not specifically Christmas, outside of the color being themed Christmas. But I feel like they can be used for maybe winter birthdays too. So not necessarily. These are nice little tags that you can cut out. And if you had like a circle punch or die, you could die cut out those wreaths. Oh, that's pretty. I kind of like this minty color. I think the last two paper pads have had a little bit of that minty green, which is kind of different for Christmas. There were a lot of paper pads to choose from. It wasn't just Christmas stuff that was on sale, but that's sort of where their widest selection was. And so, because knowing that I like to make the Advent calendars, and also toying with the idea of making some sort of December planners to give out as well, and have that be another gift that they can open December 1st and actually use in that same year that they get it. So I thought having nice 12 by 12 papers would be great for that too. Oh, this is thick. These stickers feel thick. This is I think this is Cartabella, or yeah, this is. This feels thicker than the others. Gorgeous, really, really cute. So love that. And then we're starting to get into some papers where I also picked up some of the kind of accessories that you can get to go with the papers. So this one is called Home for Christmas, and I picked up they call them brads, but these aren't true brads in the sense that they have the tines or the legs. They're just kind of meant to look like brads. They're decorative. They're very, very dimensional. And then you've got some chipboard guessing stickers. So I'm thinking they all have like an adhesive back to them, and they're just different embellishments that are really, really like kind of ornate. They have a little bit of that sort of silver ring around them. So pretty cool, something different. So that coordinates with this Home for Christmas. And this one is Cartabella from 2021. So this one's not even that old of a release. So here's the 3x4s. That's really nice. Oh, this is pretty. This one's a little bit brighter than the other ones, but you can kind of still see it's still very deep, rich colors. Bottle brush trees. And some more cut aparts. This is a really nice, general purpose stripes. Might save it for that. So anything that I feel like, I can maybe use the less seasonal design, I'm gonna try to like save that for later, unless it's like perfect for the project that I'm working on. Oh, these are nice because they're like straight lines. They would be really easy to trim if you didn't want to use it as an all over pattern. You could use it as a cut apart instead. Here's the little mailboxes. Some more cut aparts. Plaids. Lots of plaids. And then the stickers. It's really nice. Okay. So then we have Happy Christmas. Go through the paper pad. This one had a lot of additional items that I could get along with it. So this was also released in 2021. And so that's just last year, so it's not that old of a release. And all of them were the same price. So it's not like the older ones were more discounted than these more recent ones. Well, that's kind of cute. They look a little bit more whimsical. Some of these are going to be really easy to fussy cut. Oh, well, that's nice. I like having just a nice wood grain. Some of these, it's going to be so hard to decide. That's always the challenge with this style of paper pad, because you don't get duplicates, so you really do have to decide which side you want to use. And sometimes I'm very, very torn. Sometimes it's an easy decision, but that's not always the case. So, but I like the size of these paper pads. It's 12 sheets is, I think, kind of plenty for one project. I just happen to pick up a lot because the advent calendars, I tend to need a lot of papers to make the 24 boxes. And my thought is that I'll actually make the boxes out of pattern paper instead of just solid color cardstock like I have in the past. And that way it all looks really nice through and through. So gorgeous. And then the sticker sheet for this paper pad. Really, really pretty. And these would be great for like card making too. The stickers, the ephemera. Okay, so getting into that. So that was Happy Christmas, and there were a lot of things that I got to go along with it. So these are chipboard phrases. So these would be easy to use on cards, maybe on album covers. They're nice, thick, pre-cut. And then we also have embellishments or die cut pieces. So let's see. I'm not gonna flip through all of these. I just want to see just want to feel the weight of it. So yeah, these are a little bit on the thinner side. I would say maybe this was kind of paperweight. I would say like probably thinner than 60 pound. It's my guess. Only a guess. Then I got brads also in this collection. So this is Happy Christmas in their brads and chipboard. Now these chipboard I think have adhesive on the back where these don't. So there's a packet of brads. Then I got frames and tags from the Happy Christmas. So again, just want to double check. My guess is this is going to be the same as the ephemera. Yeah, these are more paper. So there's that in terms of weight. Then I also got this. So this is 48 double-sided sheets, and it's actually it's called a mega pad. It's got slightly more and slightly different or additional designs from that are not in the 12 by 12. And the reason why I got these is that these can actually be a little bit more efficient in terms of making boxes, just depending on what style of box I go with. But these have these sentiment kind of strips, so there's that. And then they have solid color, a couple of solid color sheets, which you don't get in the larger pad. And yeah, and then it repeats. So there you kind of see that sentiment strips again, and then a few sheets of solids, and then you get your pattern papers. So 3 of each, it looks like. So there's the mega pad. So I thought this would be handy for at least one of the box styles that I sometimes make in my advent calendars. And then moving away from specifically Christmas, but still staying in winter, I got so a couple of things happened here. So there's a winter Echo Park 12 by 12 paper pad, but when they went to pick and pack my order, they ran out. So I got refunded that, but they still gave me the winter ephemera, which is fine because they did have the winter mega pad still, where it's still blue, but this one's welcome winter. So I still at least have some papers to go with it, but even if I didn't have the papers, it's, it looks like it would have gone perfectly okay with this paper pad. So these look very similar, but it's for the same reason. I kind of like to, for anything that I'm going to do maybe larger projects with, like albums or advent calendars or things like that, I kind of like to get things in as close of a similar or the same color palette as I can, because then it'll be easier to sort of mix and match between. So that's why you don't see like the non-traditional Christmas colors, like the pinks and bright blues and bright greens, just because, not because I don't like those color schemes, it's just that I think they're going to be harder to kind of mix and match between, whereas all the Christmas stuff that I've shown you so far, you can see they're close enough to where they can really all just mix and match. So again, this is a mega pad, 48 sheets, double-sided, 6x6. There's going to be 3 of each, and you get some sentiment strips and some solid color cardstock as well. So here's some solid. I like this one because it did have a little bit of that kind of minty, this sort of minty green. I'm much better at flipping this way. Okay, so look how pretty. So this is going to be great for winter, but again, as I was going through all of the various papers that they had, I wanted to really try to find some that were going to be general purpose, like this polka dot, and these, a lot of the checkers and the plaids and stuff like that can really be general. They don't have to be specific for the season or for like that, or for the holidays. So that keeps this kind of versatile. And that's why I wasn't too worried about buying as much as I have, because, you know, I kept that in the back of my mind, is to really like try to shop not just for the season, but for the entire year. So this one is Welcome Winter. And this one is a Cartabella. This was released in 2021, so like another one that was just from last year. Nice wood grain there. Some cutter parts. I like that pinstripe. Lots of plaids, gingham, stripe, all of that so easy to use throughout the year. Beautiful. This one doesn't even really have to be winter. That's a nice one. Yeah. Love these. Yeah, so I'm not too sad that they were out of stock on the one paper pad. Seeing as how I bought so many. Yeah, if this is an annual sale, somebody remind me not to shop next year, because this is it's gonna take me a good long while to work through what I've purchased this year. But I don't mind stocking up, since these are all such quality papers and beautiful designs. And I just find it easier to use when it is an all-over print like this, because sometimes, because I don't do 12 by 12 scrapbooking, when they have that big scene, I find it so hard to cut that up, because it's just so gorgeous the way it was designed, because it's designed to be a full scene like that. And so that's why papers like these are so much easier for me. And that was the other reason why I wasn't too worried about buying so many. Okay, so that's all the Christmas and the winter stuff. We're almost done, so now I'm getting into fall. So I to get that $5.50, I think it was $5.50 per 12 by 12 pad. I think there was a minimum. You had to buy something like 10 paper pads, and so besides Christmas, I wanted to also kind of round out my selections with some other general purpose. And this is kind of a little bit of a hole sort of in my stash. Like, I don't have a lot of fall papers, or even like the oranges, and yellows of fall. And this even has a little bit of that minty green. So these aren't colors that I generally have in papers. So I thought this was a nice one to add to my stash, so that I can send out more cards for Thanksgiving and fall birthdays and whatnot. Oh, so pretty, these colors. Yeah, I don't have a lot of orange stuff, just in general. I was looking at my Nuvo drops and media supplies, and I don't have anything against orange, but I guess it's just not the color I go to when I shop, so I just don't have a lot of it. Until now. Now I have some really nice papers. And this is so cute. Yeah, I really love that they give us things in different scales, because I'm guessing, yeah, these are probably the similar if not the same, maybe not exactly the same, but you can see the scale is a little bit different. And then having the cutter parts, but then you'll always get the other option of having more simple patterns on the back if you don't want to have the more colorful A side. And then of course the stickers to go along with. It's really nice. Okay, then the very, very last one. This one is so basic. So, Tartan Collection #1 from Cartabella. This is 2018 release. So now these are a little bit different. So you do get 2 of each. So these 2 are exactly the same. So you don't necessarily have to pick between the 2. So in each colorway, we get the tartan sort of plaid pattern, straight up and down, or on the angle. So you can kind of see it's the same pattern. I can line it up if I tilt it right. It's the same pattern. It's just tilted because if you want to use it as a diamond like this, instead of doing an irregular cut on this and then having a lot of odds and ends, they've just tilted the pattern and cut it that way for you already, so you already have your squared off lines with the diagonal orientation, and it's just a more efficient cut for you. So I love, I have other the Gotta Have Gingham paper pad that I have, I think from Lawn Fun. It's the same. You have the straight up and down, and then you have the diagonal, which I find really, really easy to use and great to have both options like that. And I prefer the smaller, closer pattern to the wider, larger one, but I think these are just gonna be so easy to use because it is just your nice selection of plaids and gorgeous colors as well. So that was the tartan paper pad. So that is my big stack of goodies from Echo Park. So these papers are still available for sale in their shop, and if you're curious, I'll link to them, but I just checked earlier before I started recording, and they've all gone up back to their regular prices, so they're back up to, I think, $15. I don't know how often these warehouse sales happen, because this was the first I was hearing about it, and so if I do, I did sign up for their newsletter now, so the next time they announce a sale, and what I've been trying to do a little bit more regularly is I post to my community page. If you go to my channel profile, there's a tab where you can go to community, and I think if you subscribe to my channel, you'll probably see my posts come up in your YouTube feed. But if not, you can always go to my channel page and then click on the community tab, and you'll see my posts from there. And when I see a sale come through, I'll often announce it there and give you a direct link to shop. If I have an affiliate link, just as a heads up, if I have an affiliate link for any of these places that I shop, I do use affiliate links where I can. And so if you ever use any of my affiliate links, first off, huge gratitude from me to you. I appreciate it so much. The commission that, I get on any of these links, and anything that you may purchase when you shop through my links, it doesn't cost you anything extra. It's just something that the company is willing to sort of pay a little bit of a commission to their affiliates. And so it doesn't cost you anything, but it means so much to me because it helps me stock up, keep, supplied so that I can make more projects and share them with you. But just, I want to be upfront and transparent that if you see links anywhere on my community page or on any of my video posts, they aren't always affiliate links, but as I mentioned, if I have them, I'll use them. So That's what I got, and I'm hoping to start on my advent calendars soon. So I'm aiming to at least have one for maybe like a Christmas in July series, but I've been pretty good at doing at least a little bit of Christmas crafting every month so far this year. I haven't always shared it to my channel, but I've been, making progress all throughout the year, so you may see something sooner than July. I'm not sure yet, but I'm excited though, because now that I have plenty of papers, I feel like I can really go to town on this year's advent calendars. Thank you again, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Bye.